Welcome to the show.
Oh, so colourful.
Yes, it's colourful and cold today, but you brought a jacket. You're smart.
Well,
yes.
I came from Indonesia, so I'm really cold.
It is really cold here. Don't brag about where you just were. That's so awesome.
I'm definitely going to watch that show, Bridgeton, now.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
Yeah, watch some scenes alone. Okay, how did you first, just some advice, how did you first get into captaining yachts? Like, did you always want to do this?
Not really. I was a mechanic and a plumber by trade to start with.
Okay.
And then I played professional rugby league, which is without the helmet.
Without pads. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I've been to an NRL game.
Yeah. And I got a gig over here in Philadelphia, so I came over here and I visited a friend up in Rhode Island, and he was next to a boat that needed a engineer's assistance. So I jumped on a 150-foot boat and ended up being on a boat. Have you always been adventurous like that? You just like don't really know the outcome, but you're like, all right, let's do it. Kind of. I hitchhiked around South America for 12 months before that too. So.
Wow.
Yeah, so it just fell in my lap, and then I went back, played rugby league for another year, and then thought I'll give it a go. I came back over and got a job as an engineer, unqualified, on a 110-foot boat.
Love to hear that when we're on a boat.
Yeah.
He has no idea what he's doing. You're going to be fine.
Exactly. Well, I even got even more than that. Years later, 3 years later, the boat was for sale and it didn't sell, and the owners said, well, we're going to the Mediterranean. I said, I will find you a captain and crew, because I was just babysitting it. They said, we want you to drive it. And I went, I don't know how. They said, learn. So I was 28, 110-foot boat around the Mediterranean. So to be in our 20s, I know. Because, you know, like, people ask you, like, later in your life, and like, no, that's a dumb idea. But in your 20s, you're like, that sounds awesome. Exactly.
We should do it. We should totally
Sink
do
or swim,
that.
really.
Yes, exactly. So wait, so you had the Real Housewives. It was at Salt Lake City, right?
Yes.
Okay, they're on your boat this season. How'd that go?
I hung out with Heather and Whitney down in Australia. We had a Bravo event for a week, and they rung up and wanted to do a charter with us. We talked about it down there, and it all came into fruition. And look, they were so funny down in Australia, both of them. They were like comedians together, and I thought, this is just going to be like a whole charter of happiness.
Yeah, fun.
It was nothing like that at all.
Yeah.
It was totally opposite. It was earplugs, and usually have a primary charter guest. Yeah. And everyone's like sitting back waiting for them to
kind of make the decision.
Yes, not trying to show their true self.
Yeah.
No, the whole boat was primary guests. Like, and as soon as one put their head up, the other one wanted to get higher.
Oh my gosh.
But it was fun. At the end of the day, they're so polite to all the crew.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they had their own thing going on, but around us, they were just so nice to us. And I think it gave them a good insight from another reality show that, oh, wait up, this is real reality they're doing. They're actually working. Like hard. Yeah. Very different. I want to talk about this before we go. You work with an organization and it's called Classroom of Hope, right? Yeah. Talk about that. How'd you get involved? So in 2018, 400 schools got knocked down in Indonesia because of the earthquakes. There's lots of earthquakes there. So they started rebuilding these schools and then realised, well, the people are scared to go back to the schools because a lot of trauma happened. So they funded a factory to get rid of the waste. There's a lot of plastic waste in Indonesia and in Asia. So I said, how can I help? And they said, we'd love you to help. And I thought I'd probably take 12 months to raise some money. 4 months, my followers put in enough money to build 1.5 classrooms, removing 8 tonnes of plastic waste.
Wow, look what you can do, man, with your spotlight. Yeah.
Classroom of Hope itself they're based around education. They're actually in there for the education. This is just another, like, you know, it's just like a full circle. Like, they're doing stuff for education. You can see it. They're teaching the community about the waste, and then they get back to the kids that are learning what sustainability and conservation means to it, which has led to my new thing that I'm doing is Current of Change. I just did a first little series on YouTube where I'm going to locations and talking about travel and destinations, but interviewing people that are on the ground doing things like beach cleanups, coral restoration, which I just took my daughter there. Yeah. And these people that need donations, but just do it because they love the environment. So it's like travel with a conscience. Yeah. You know? So when you go and you enjoy your holiday, don't stop. Development's going to happen. Yeah. You know, we don't have to stop. But there is people out there that just for the love of the environment are doing a lot. A lot of great change. And I want to go and meet them. And I want to teach myself along the way. So, and teach my daughter.
Beautiful. All right. We need another short break. New episodes of Season 4 of Below Deck Down Under premiere Mondays on Bravo.